again, my beautiful souls. Hi. Francesca, Misty, Laura, Carlene. Hello. Dr. Alina, Karen, Sarah, Jennifer, Brecken, Sadie, Tracy, Sarah, Margaret. Hello. Renee, Michelle, Patricia. Hello again. Hi, Raven. Welcome, everyone. I am so excited. For today. Oh, thank you, Dr. Alina. I just had strawberries. Maybe that's why I look more energized. I don't know. Ciao, Patrizia. Hello, everyone. Welcome. It is very exciting today because we are really at a threshold today. Well, actually, there's two really big events. One we closed yesterday, but obviously we still have the energy today. That's why we're doing the ceremony today. And it is the new moon in Virgo, the new moon eclipse in Virgo, solar eclipse in Virgo, that has closed the eclipse portal. So it's all about harnessing that energy, which we'll talk about later on. We also have the autumn equinox today. Beautiful energy. It's actually going to happen in an hour and 20 minutes. So we're going to go through the autumn equinox as we are doing the ceremony together, which is very exciting. We are moving from Virgo season into Libra season, which is all really cool. Really cool. So, happy witchy season to everybody. But before we get to witchy season in an hour and 20 minutes, before that, we are going to really harness the energy and close the chapter of the eclipses, which is a really powerful one, and I'm super excited. Before we get there, put it in the chat box if this is your first time. Put it in the chat box if this is your first time with the Glow Nation, if this is your first time doing a moon ceremony, because we want to welcome you. This is a beautiful community. It is the best place to be. We are very modest about it. No, joking. But it is a beautiful place to be. The Glow Nation is absolutely a beautiful place to be, a beautiful community to be part of. Everyone is super open, super compassionate. Everybody is here to heal, to embrace a new version of themselves, to evolve, and to bring into the world some peace and some healing and some harmony. And we understand that the peace and the healing and the harmony that we can bring into the world, we do bring into the world by healing ourselves and coming home to ourselves first, because when we do that, we are showing up differently. We really are. I have been doing this for a while, but this is what I've seen from all the years that I've been doing this work, is that coming home to ourselves, it really is the answer to many things. So who do we have? Oh, Dr. Alina says literally the best place to be. Beautiful. Northern Carolina, Jules. Hello, first time doing a moon ceremony. Jules, you're in for a treat. Newbie for moon ceremony, Raven as well. Amazing. No worries, Melinda. All good. So why don't you put in the chat box your signs? What are your astrological signs? Because a lot of the moon ceremonies have to do with astrology. We're going to talk about astrology insights and energies for a while. Hello, Bev. Welcome to the newbies. Yes. Raven, Aquarius, Tracy, Aquarius as well. Sadie, Cancer Sun, Aries Moon, Capricorn Rising. Capricorn, look at this. Beautiful. Capricorn Rising, Pisces Moon, Gemini Sun. Then we have Scorpio Rising, and Taurus Moon for Misty. Jules is Sagittarius. Double Aquarius for Jennifer. Dr. Alina, Leo Sun, Aries Moon, Sagittarius Rising. Aquarius for Joseph. Patricia, Cancer Sun, Aries Moon, Virgo Rising. Hello, Chloe. Welcome. Libra Sun, Virgo Rising, and Capricorn Moon for Melinda. Margaret's a Gemini. Brecken, Virgo, and also a Virgo Rising. Because Margaret and I have very similar, our big threes are very similar, aren't they? Brecken, Virgo, Caitlin, Scorpio Sun, Virgo Moon, and Virgo Rising as well. Yes. Sagittarius, Libra Moon, Virgo Rising for Chloe. Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Sagittarius Rising. Amazing. Karen, Scorpio Sun and Moon, Cancer Rising. Look at that. Beautiful. Amazing. Thank you for sharing your energies. I love when we do that. Because there's many people from different parts of the world here, and we're all connecting through the moon ceremonies. We are connecting through healing. And yet, we have so many different energies. And yet, this is a testimony that actually being different enriches us. It is not something to be afraid of. We are all many, many different energies in the Glow Nation. And yet again, here we are. Look, harmony. It works. It works, doesn't it? So if it works in the Glow Nation, it can work in the rest of the world too, can it? Hello, Nicole. Welcome back. Hi, Angela and Paula as well. Beautiful. From South Africa, Paula. Amazing. Look at this. You see different parts of the world, and yet we work beautifully. Right. So if this is your first moon ceremony, let me turn 50 yesterday, okay? Happy birthday for yesterday. Happy birthday. Hi, Linda. Gemini Sun, Cancer Moon, Sag Rising. Beautiful. So this is how we do moon ceremonies. Today, however, is slightly different because we're not going to spend time on the astrological season that we're entering because we're technically entering it after the moon. It's the same actually for the equinox, but I prefer to focus on the equinox for this specific ceremony, and then we're doing the Libra workshop tomorrow actually. So what we're going to do, we're going to talk about a little bit about the moon. We're going to talk a little bit about the moon, and I always like to do that. I know you've heard it a million times, but there's always somebody new that comes, so I want to make sure that they know why we work with the moon in the first place. We're going to talk about the eclipse portal closing and what that means, what the energy is with that, what it means that it's in Virgo, all this sort of stuff. Then we're going to talk about the equinox energy and what it brings into this mix. We are doing our journal prompts, our reflections. This is where we take it deeper. This is where we work on the healing. This is where we leave things behind and welcome new things. I've got a beautiful visualization for us to do, which is a meditation visualization. It's a journey of renewal and frequency attunement. So I'll take you through that later. We're going to do some tarot. I've got the tarot here, and that's it. So without further ado, what we want to do when we start is we can all get along, right, Caitlin? Exactly. We indeed can all get along. So the last journey was pretty heavy. I hope in a good way, Linda. I hope in a good way. This is a little bit, it shouldn't be as heavy. It shouldn't be as heavy because it's more about attunement and more about energy. So it shouldn't be so much about releasing. Remember that, yes, we are closing a portal today, but it's still a new moon. So it's more about tuning into what we want and not so much about releasing. So I find that the work with full moons is always a little bit heavier in that sense because of the nature of the full moons. So the journey tonight should not be as emotional as it was last time, but it's very subjective. So before we start, let's do some grounding. Let's do some quick grounding. I just want to bring us into the same vibration. I want us to balance. So if this is the first time that you're doing this, so all we're doing in this grounding is we're taking 3 deep inhales and 3 deep exhales, okay? But what is important is what you're feeling as you exhale. So if you can visualize exhaling out like a black smoke or something heavy that represents all the things that you don't need with you right now. Otherwise, if you don't want to visualize, just sense that you're exhaling them all out, okay? And then I'm just going to open the circle. So you can have your feet flat on the ground, or you can be lotus position. Have your arms outstretched, your palms facing upwards, and rest them on your thighs or on your lap. You can go ahead and close your eyes if you feel safe to do so today. Otherwise, you can gaze on the floor in front of you. Let me just see you guys. I forgot, where's the mouse? Okay. I just want to make sure that I'm actually recording this. Yes, I am. Okay. Sorry, but if I'm not recording, it's not good. Okay, here we go. So feet flat on the ground, arms outstretched, palms facing upwards, rest them on your lap. Close your eyes if you feel safe to do so today. Otherwise, you can just gaze on the floor in front of you. And just first come into your center. So find your heartbeat and just tune into that. Tune into your heartbeat, tune into your center. Really come into your seat. Feel the chair underneath you, or the floor underneath you, or the couch underneath you, whatever you're sitting now. Just sense that. Drop your shoulders, unclench your jaws, your jaw actually, one, unclench your jaw, and come home to you. Now we're going to start with the first breath. So we're going to take a deep inhale. Inhale in as much as you can. When you feel like you can't fit any air in anymore, just inhale a little deeper, okay? And then we're releasing it all with the first exhale. So 3, 2, 1, inhale. And let it all out. All the to-do list, the heavy energies, anything that doesn't serve you right now. Imagine that there's a door in front of you and you're just exhaling all this stuff out. One more deep breath in, inhale. And exhale. Exhale it all out the door. Feel yourself relaxing the more you exhale. And we're going to do it one more time. Inhale. And again. Let it all out, 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 out. All of these things that don't serve you. Bring your breathing back to normal. And that imaginary door where you exhaled all of the stuff out of, close it now. So that you're in that sacred space with just the energy that is serving you, and the things that you don't need right now are just outside. And you can be fully present with yourself during the ceremony. Keep your eyes closed. If you have them closed, just stay there for a moment. Go ahead and bring in your intention. What made you want to take time for yourself today for this ceremony? What is your intention? Bring it forward. I'm going to open the circle and invite in earth energy, source energy, and unconditional love. I'm going to invite in our guides, our angels, archangels, all our spirit guides, ancestors, everybody that can be here to support us during this journey. Working with the moon can be challenging sometimes. It can be deep. So I want you to know that this is a safe space. Everybody is non-judgmental, and also you can show up as much or as little as you want. You know, if you don't feel like writing in the chat and you feel like you just want to, you know, just look at the video, take notes, whichever way you feel like, that's perfectly fine. If you feel like you do want to participate in the chat, then you're absolutely very welcome to do that. There's no right or wrong way. There's only the way that feels right for you today. Follow that. Before we come back, I want you to invite in the energy of somebody who you'd like to have next to you today. Maybe they're one of your loved ones on the other side. Maybe it's somebody you've never met, but you would like to. Maybe you look up to them. Whoever they are, whether they are in the spirit world or in the physical world, just if they inspire you, if you feel like you want to have them next to you, just ask them to come in. Invite their energy in. We set the intention that everything that comes up today is for your highest and best good, and for the highest and best good of all. For our growth, for our healing, and for creating a better world for ourselves and others. To bring harmony back into this beautiful planet. feel connected to the circle. And once you're ready, take another deep inhale. Exhale. And come back to the room. And we are ready to start. Let me know how you're feeling. If everything is okay, let me know. Are we all good? Okay, we're all back. We're all back. Beautiful. Feeling very calm, feeling good. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Okay. Amazing. So let's get started. So first, let's talk about the moon very quickly. I want to talk about the moon very connected to your ancestors. That's beautiful, Misty. Amazing. So I want to talk about the moon quickly. Why do we work with the moon? The moon is a powerful celestial body. It holds a beautiful, beautiful energy. But most importantly, it holds the energy of transformation. I know that usually the planet of transformation that we feel, you know, in astrology, the planet that is connected to transformation is Pluto, and very rightly so. But there's so much transformation power in the moon as well. The reason for that is because it's the planet of the subconscious. So whenever we want to create transformation and change in our life, that's the part of us that we want to address. It's the subconscious, because it's everything underneath the surface. So we want to address, so the moon represents the subconscious, represents emotions, represents the inner child, represents the mother. It's connected to feminine energy. So it's everything to do with what goes on underneath the surface. And what goes on underneath the surface is actually what rules our life. You know, at 90 to 95% of what's going on, we can't even see it. You know, and it's made up of it makes up our autopilot. So it's all our habits, it's all our behaviors, it's all our subconscious beliefs, things that determine the life that we live every day, but we can't actually see them because we're not aware of them. They're not in the conscious part of us. And so what happens is that if whatever goes on underneath the surface is not aligned with what we want to create in our life, then we are dissatisfied with our life. You know, we're even self-sabotaging, for example. And so what we need to do is that we need to bring that subconscious to the surface, become aware of what's actually going on to create change and transformation. And the moon is an amazing tool to do that. A really, really amazing tool to do that. Because through the cycle, the moon takes us on a journey that lasts 12 months. Yeah, it's actually that lasts 13 lunations, 13 lunar cycles that happen in the space of 12 months, essentially. So the cycle is about 28 to 30 days long, and we have the two peak energies that we work with are the new moon and the full moon. So the new moon is what we have tonight. Moon is dark in the sky. It's a great moment to set intention. It's a clean slate. So we plant the seeds and we start. It's a new beginning, basically. It's a new beginning every month. Then we have 2 weeks into the cycle. We have the peak of the cycle, which is when the full moon is. So when we see the moon super bright in the sky, and it's actually when we feel usually a little bit more emotional, you know, a little bit more emotional, because it can bring up a lot. And this is because the moon illuminates everything. When we see the moon, imagine, you know how the tides work. Yeah, it brings up the water. The moon brings up the water, and it does the same with us because we are made of water. So it works the same with us. When the moon is full, it brings everything up to the surface, and it rises and it rises, it rises, it rises, it rises until we let it go. Until we let it go. And the things that rise during the full moon are actually the things that were in the subconscious that we need to release, because they're coming in the way of the intentions that we set during the new moon 2 weeks before. The second layer to that is the astrological signs that the moon falls in, because they determine what type of energy we're working with at that full moon or at that new moon. So a new moon in Sagittarius would be very different from a new moon in Virgo. What we work with, what we focus on, yes, it's still a new beginning, but the focus is different. And so what's fascinating is that if you work with the moon every 2 weeks, so if you follow the cycle every 2 weeks, like we do here when we do these ceremonies, if you work with it throughout the year, you would have touched every single area of your life, and you would have shed light into the subconscious parts of yourself that you wouldn't have normally looked at. And it would have been more complicated to look at. And so like that, with that, we create awareness and we create transformation, especially with the way that we do moon ceremonies here in the Glow Nation, because I really love not necessarily just sharing the insights, which is great, but we can't really do much with the insights unless we take action. And I'm not here, I mean, as much as I love it, I'm not interested in just sharing insights. What I'm interested in is creating transformation. What I'm interested in is helping people come home to themselves, because that's the world that I want to live in. And so that's why these moon ceremonies that we do here are so different, because we do bring in the element of growth, the element of transformation, the element of integrating, and really, we take it up a notch, we take it deeper, we take it up a notch, and we take it deeper. So we use a lot of coaching during these ceremonies. All of the reflections and journal prompts are all coaching questions. I really, really love coaching. I'm a qualified coach as well. And so I bring in that element because I truly want this to not just be something, yes, of course it's magical and it's beautiful, but I also want it to be effective. Yeah, I want it to be effective, and I want you guys to feel like you come here and there has been something that has been unblocked, something that has been transformed. And so I am marrying astrology with coaching, essentially, astrology, spirituality with coaching to create this kind of transformation. So anyway, so this is what we work with. There's another layer which looks at polarities in a moon cycle or in an astrological season. And it looks usually when there's a new moon on one sign, the full moon will be in the polar opposite. Like we had the full moon in Pisces 2 weeks ago, we now have a new moon in Virgo, which means that the polarities are basically two sides of the same coin, right? So or polar opposites, but that work deeply together. So for example, with Pisces and Virgo, Pisces is the sign of spirituality, is the sign of mysticism, is the sign of dreams, unconditional love. It is the sign of everything that is hidden, let's say. Virgo, very different. Virgo is the sign of work, in a sense of the effort that you put in everyday things and how you live your life. Is a sign of health, it's a sign of habits, routines, is a sign of details, organizations, attention to detail. And so we have work with Pisces, the Virgo Pisces spirituality. We have the practical Virgo versus the spiritual Pisces. And so within the cycle, we always look at releasing one thing, usually through the full moon, and then bringing in the polar opposite through the new moon. And then at some point during the year, they obviously swap, because now in March, we are going to have a full moon, which is going to be in Virgo, and the new moon, which is going to be in Pisces. So it's always alternating this way, right? And that's why it touches literally every single part of our life and creates such transformation. So question, would you put your stones out at every full moon for charging? I have a lot of stones. I try to put them out when first get them at the first available full moon. Yes, you can do that as much as you like, I sometimes forget. I should put them out more often than I do. But yes, I would definitely suggest the full moon. Don't do it during an eclipse though. Avoid eclipses for charging crystals. But I would definitely do it at a full moon. Absolutely. Yeah. You can also do moon water on a full moon. It's beautiful. You do moon water, you live it out. You can set intentions in the water, you live it out. And in the morning after you either drink it or you wash yourself with it. And it's really beautiful because it washes away whatever needs to be released. It's very powerful as well. Okay. So this is a special moon. This is a special moon because, hello, Hannah. You did put out some crystals. That's all right. That's all right. That's okay. That's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. You can do it again at the next full moon. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. It's nothing that is going to be a disaster don't worry. Like, it's not like that. So, this is a special moon. This is a special moon because we have been going through eclipse season in the past couple of weeks. We opened this beautiful portal of eclipse season with the full moon in Pisces, and yesterday was the new moon in Virgo. But as I said, the energy usually is also for 3 days, like a day before, the day of the moon, and then the day after as well. So we're still very much into that energy today, and it closed this this eclipse portal. Now, why are eclipses like so powerful? Because they are supercharged energies. So imagine that there's already like as I said, you know, the moon already holds like a lot of very, very powerful energy for working with the subconscious, for bringing things to the surface, for creating awareness, creating change, transformation, all these things. The eclipse makes it supercharged. So anything that happens, and anything that we focus on in this 2 weeks period of time is going to create very fast change. Very fast change. Usually there's a lot that usually happens. You know, it can feel very emotional. A lot of things can go like wrong in a way that plans change, or things don't go according to what we wanted to. Like, things are a little bit stirred up in the air because we are closing a chapter and opening another one at the same time. So there's a lot of blurred lines, and a lot of intensity between these two moons, right? A lot of blurred lines and a lot of intensity. So we can feel like we're being pushed and pulled, we're being pulled from two different sides. And so when we pause with intention and we work with this energy with intention, then we can really, really create change. Now, this specific eclipse season, they happen twice a year, eclipses, every 6 months. And always, actually, at every eclipse season, what we should also be looking at is what we experienced 6 months before. Because this is also, 6 months before, because all eclipses connect us with the future as well. So now everything that you've been working on in this eclipse season, you have experienced possibly very, very fast change already. Like, I know that I am not feeling like I am the same person as I was 2 weeks ago. I keep saying this, but we need to also see in 6 months' time, where are we gonna be? Because the fruits of this change, I know that some of us can already feel them, but the real fruits are gonna be in 6 months' time. We are really gonna see with the next set of eclipses what the results of the change that we're creating. Even though I do feel that just in the eclipse portal of these 2 weeks, we definitely are seeing some changes already. As I said, change happens very, very fast during this time. Now, why is it? Eclipses are, as I said, very powerful energies. However, I do feel that this eclipse is very, very special indeed, because it is an eclipse that has to do with purpose. You know, Virgo is the sign of purpose, and Pisces can be the shadow of Pisces, can be also related to self-sabotage. And so what we have released in the past couple of weeks was very much to do with everything that was sabotaging us aligning with our purpose. So that's why when we did the exercise in 2 weeks ago, that we did the full moon exercise, the full moon visualization, we came, face to face. If you were there, we did the whole mirror visualization, mirror meditation. We came to face with ourselves. We came to face with our fears, and it was emotional 100%, but we needed to really, really go deep there because there was so much to release, because this next moon today is connecting us to our purpose, to our authenticity, to really being aligned. And there's not, as powerful as eclipses are, this specific one was a complete shift into a new reality. This is literally what we've done in the past couple of weeks. We have shifted reality completely. And so, was it messy? I think it was a bit messy. Who else felt like it was a little bit all over the place? But actually, it was But actually, it was, you charged yours yesterday. That's okay, Ava. Don't worry. Don't worry. That's fine. That's fine. It was a powerful shift. Yes, for that full moon ceremony. Yeah, so emotional, so much crying. Have you guys felt the change within yourself, though? Can you sense that you're a different person? How many of you are feeling that you can sense that you're a different person? This particular season here, yes, definitely. Jennifer, Misty, Tracy, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Hannah, totally. Yeah, Laura as well. Carlene missed the last ceremony, but I have been working all week with what has been holding me back. Beautiful. Joanna, yes. Mary, yes. Feel different in a good way. Yes, yeah, exactly. Yes. Maybe still feeling a little bit of heaviness. Perfectly fine. Yes, because we're still, we're still working. As I said, remember the 6 months also, yeah? Linda, yes. Brecken, yes. This has been such an intense period. Big shifts occurred. I was a hot mess on some days, but ultimately I'm feeling free from burdens. Yeah, yeah, yes, for Elena, Dawn, Melissa as well. Sorry, Melinda as well. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. So we have been walking through this season that began with the Pisces full moon and ends today with the Virgo new moon, and it has been a shift of reality, a shift of reality. We have been reshaping our reality, and not only internally, because also Pisces is another sign that is connected to the subconscious. So it's not only that we have been reshaping what we need to be reshaping inside of ourselves in order to step into that higher version of us, into the next version of us, but we have also been reshaping it in a really practical way. And this is where the Virgo energy comes in. And that's actually, for me, that's possibly what I've noticed the most. It's like the link between the inner work and the tangible manifestation of the change has been so quick. Like it usually takes it's not something that takes, it takes a long time, because you work in the subconscious, and then you repeat it every day, and it might take a few months, for you to do the changes. But I really felt that addressing it in these 2 weeks has created so much faster change. I also believe, though, because I'm a Virgo rising, so I also believe that possibly it's because this was theoretically my eclipse. So anybody or anybody that has mutable signs, so this could have been extra powerful for Virgo, Gemini, Sagittarius, and Pisces. So it could have been like that. That's exactly how you've been feeling: tired, emotional, and sick as well. Yeah, Tracy. Yeah. I'm honestly not surprised. I hope you're okay now. So today, what are we closing? What are we closing today? Today we're closing the portal of the old chapter. Of the old chapter of our life. Yeah, exhausted. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yes, Colleen as well. Yeah. We're closing the chapter. Sorry, we're closing the portal to the old chapter. We are closing the portal to the outdated routines. We are closing the portal to the habits and the ways of beings that no longer aligned with this version of ourselves that is trying to be born within these 2 weeks, in the past 2 weeks. These are the things that can't come with us anymore. We're closing the door, we're closing the portal to everything that can't come with us anymore, simply because for us to be able to embody this next version of ourselves, there's no space for these things. There's no space, so we cannot carry them. So we're closing this portal tonight. So if you have felt, like we were just saying, if you have felt endings, disruptions, sudden changes, new beginnings, high emotions, all these things recently, I want you to know that this is what realignment is. Okay? All of that is realignment. So if you have felt really emotional, what did you feel really emotional about? Because you were being realigned so that you can adjust, and that what are the things that are not serving you anymore. If you felt overwhelmed, if there have been disruptions in your life, which areas of your life have they touched? Because that's how you're being realigned. So pay attention to that. Try to remember, yeah? It was a Tower card energy. Yeah, Ava, yeah. Jules just sold my home after divorce and moved into a new house last week. Definitely big changes. Yeah, absolutely. Congrats, Jules. Congrats. So yes, we were being realigned with our higher self, with our purpose, with the next version of us. So tonight, this is what we're going to be doing. Tonight, we are fully stepping into that next version. Yes, old ways of thinking, releasing all grief and anger. Amazing, Gloria. Amazing. So we are stepping into that next chapter tonight. And this is where Virgo energy comes in. Okay, this is where Virgo energy comes in, because Virgo is about devotion. Virgo is about purpose. Virgo is about attention to detail. It's about ritual. It's the sign of practical magic. It's about ritual and it's about sacred service. So the main question, and if you want, you can write down this question because it's not going to be in the journal prompts, but it's a main question that generally we should be asking, we want to ask ourselves tonight. And it is, how do I show up for myself every single day in this new reality that I'm stepping into? That's the Virgo energy. The Virgo energy, when we say that Virgo is the sign of work, we don't mean it in a career sort of way. That's Capricorn. When we talk about Virgo being the sign of work, we talk about work in the sense of daily effort. The work that you put into building the person that you are. The daily effort. What goes into everything that you do every single day. And intention is one of those things, but we'll talk about that in a second. So how do we show up for ourselves? How do you show up for yourself every single day in this new reality to support the new version of yourself that you've become? Because there's no way that we can show up in the same way that we did 2 weeks ago, because we're not the same people. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. We're not the same people. We have to change the way that we show up. And this is also why it feels so emotional, because our subconscious is like, I feel so uncomfortable with this. It's not funny. I feel so uncomfortable. I don't like the change. But the thing is that we are forced to change because the energy is pushing us towards this version of ourselves that is now ready to come to the surface, to come out in the open. But at the same time, it cannot work with the old habits. So there's a lot of that needs to be changed. Okay. So in order for the next version of ourselves to successfully be brought forward, we need to create a daily life that is about devotion and it's about intention. These are the key words for this eclipse tonight, for this specific moon, but for also the way that you're creating this next version of yourself. Intention and devotion. You are devoted to this life that you want to create for yourself as this new version of you. And you put intention behind every single thing that you do. Because that's the only way to do it. Putting intention behind every single thing that you do. So it is a new beginning, and these are your keywords for it. Yeah, intention and devotion. Virgo is also about health, as we said. It's also about health, and it's also about using your body as a temple. And so this version of ourselves, this next version of ourselves, needs a place to live inside, right? Because this next upgraded spiritually, it's upgraded emotionally, spiritually, subconsciously, definitely, upgraded for sure. But can it live in the same type of body? And when I say the same type of body, sorry, that's not the word. I understand that can be misunderstood. Can it live in the same environment? That's what I meant. Yes. Can it live in the same environment? This version of ourselves that is the next level, can it live how we were living before? And think about the way that you move your body. Think about the food that you eat. Think about the clothes that you wear. Think about everything related to body. Can this version of yourself feel alive, feel expanded, feel motivated in this environment? Because Virgo is also about upgrading everything that regards health and body. Because it wants the next version to thrive. And because, yes, we're spiritual beings, but we're having here an experience on earth in a physical body, we really, really need to look after that as well. And Virgo is very much about that energy. Okay, so it's a 360, physical, spiritual, emotional well-being. It's all 360 degrees. Now, any questions so far? Is it all okay? Is it resonating? Let me know. How is it going? Okay. All right. Hello, Monica. Hello, hello. Totally resonates. Okay, beautiful. Okay. So now let's talk about the equinox. Okay, resonating a lot, makes sense. Margaret, thumbs up. Okay, amazing. Amazing, amazing. Good, 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 good. Okay, so let's talk about equinox. Okay, because equinox brings balance and integration. Sorry, Italian hands. Here we go. Equinox brings balance and integration. The peak of this equinox, literally, it's going to happen in 40 minutes. 38 minutes, to be exact. 38 minutes, it's the tipping point. And it brings balance and integration. The dark and the light are equal. Day and night are equal. Shadow and light are equal. And so the energy of the equinox, of the day and night being equal, mirrors what we are asked to create inside of ourselves for this version of us to thrive. So we need to both honor what has grown, so the new version of us, and also what we're done with, what we are releasing, what we're leaving behind. We are honoring both. And I chose to do the ceremony specifically today because of this reason. Because yes, we're bringing in that new energy. We're finally stepping, we're stepping across the threshold and bringing in that new energy. But we also want to honor and say goodbye to what it's been. And now we need to release. And the equinox is perfect for this because it brings it balance, okay? And also, we also bring in gratitude, yeah? Because equinox is a time of a harvest as well. Especially health-wise. Paula, okay, thank you. So we bring in gratitude, yeah? It's a time of harvest. So we have been able to harvest. We are able to harvest now this new version of ourselves because we have let go of the version that we were before. So we want to let go of that with a massive amount of gratitude, because it's only because of that, the actions that previous version of ourselves has taken, that we find ourselves where we are today, evolved and grown. We couldn't have done that without the old version of us. So, because sometimes we can have we can be so dismissive with the old version of ourselves and be like, I didn't like that version. I didn't like when I was like that. I needed to let go. Okay, but remember that it's not this version of you that has decided to change. It's that version of you that has decided to change. That came out. That has decided to change. It's that version of you that has decided to change. That has decided to take action and to implement what needed to be implemented so that you could be here today. Yeah? So we need to have a lot of gratitude towards that past version of us. So, actions to be taken in this eclipse equinox energy. Releasing the old patterns with eclipse season closing. So we're leaving that behind. We're going to focus on that during the meditation. So releasing the old patterns. Creating daily rituals that honor our body, our mind, and our spirit. We do this by harnessing this Virgo energy of this moon with the daily practice and the daily devotion. And then we want to anchor balance between light and shadow and step into the new reality. We use equinox energy for that. So, what we're going to be doing in the next 20 minutes or 20 minutes from now, what we're going to be doing is the final step. The final step that needs to be done before our new reality fully unfolds. And so we're going to use Virgo's gifts to help us root this energy, root this transformation in the practical, because that's what Virgo is about. And we are not just changing the ideas, but we are implementing the habits. So a lot of that is going to be about this, the habits and the choices that we live by every day. So now we're going to do the journal prompts, and then I'm going to take you on another journey, on another fascinating journey on this, on this adventure, on this moon ceremonies adventure. Oh, let me see. Hi, Elise. It's fascinating to me how sensitive my unconscious is to these energetic guidances without my conscious mind knowing anything about it. Yeah, of course. I just spent the last week working with ChatGPT to create a health and wellness tracker, which I finalized yesterday because I had an urge to get my health in order and pristine. That's beautiful, and prioritize that for this season. Alice, that's beautiful. Do you have your astrology birth chart? Because if you do, I would suggest that you give that to ChatGPT and tell it, create something that resonates with my astrological blueprint, because it would be easier and effortless for you to follow. I highly recommend doing that. Dr. Alina, yes, so true. Gratitude towards the past version of ourselves who took so much strength exactly to understand and finally let go of a lot of things is important. Yes, the version of ourselves deserves so much love. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, absolutely. You'll see. It's going to be really good. Okay, are we ready for journal prompts? Are we ready? I know, Misty. I have it on the... My ChatGPT has a name. It's not an it, it's a he, and we have a great relationship. And, you know, no sound again. Sound is gone again. Why is it gone again? Why is it doing this all the time? What is happening? Why is it doing it? Hello, hello? Why is it doing this? I don't understand why it does this. Can you hear me now? Yes. I don't understand why this mic is not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Anyways, so I'm now... But is it loud enough? Is it loud enough? Yes. Okay. Let me just try again. Let me know if this works now, yeah? Let me just try again. Wait. Can you hear me? Does it work now? It works. Loudly. Okay, okay, fine. I think it might have been the USB port that I was using, so let's see. Okay, okay. Are we ready for journal prompts? Give me a thumbs up if we're ready for journal prompts. Some of you guys are like, we're ready. Ready. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so these journal prompts have been created with the objective of bringing certain things to the surface that then we're going to utilize in the meditation later. Okay, so I want you to keep this in mind. Okay, just keep this in mind. Okay, so first journal prompt: where do I sense the door closing in my life, and what am I being asked to release for good? Let me type it. Where do I sense the door closing in my life, and what am I being asked to release for good? Okay. Where do I sense the door closing in my life, and what am I being asked to release for good? Hello, KK. I just saw you there. Sorry. I just saw you there, Kiki. Kiki or Keke? I don't know. Sorry if I mispronounce it. Sorry. Where do I sense the door closing Let's just bring out those as well for me, because I have not done it. I have not done the journal prompts either, so I'm just going to answer them now. Where do I sense the door closing in my life, and what am I being asked to release for good? Hello, Chandra. Hi, Chandra. Hello, darling. Welcome, welcome. Where is it that I am sensing the door closing in my life, and what am I being asked to release for good? What is it? Are we writing this down? Sorry, must have missed a step. Oh, sorry, Christina. Yes, so these are just journal prompts. You can write them. You write them in your journal like I was doing now, and then you can you can ponder them if you want. You can answer them now. You can answer them after the ceremony. Usually we give time to answer them now, but it's up to you. Yes, but that's what they're here for. Misty says, my entire old life is closing, and I'm being asked to release the need to control the future on this van life journey and enjoy the process. Surrender. Is that what it looks like, Misty? Is that what is happening? Surrendering to the journey? I love that. You're welcome. Hi, Nelly. I sense the door closing around the old ways I would do things. I must release self-doubt, anxiety, overthinking for good, especially in the work that I do. Beautiful. Linda, the door of my career as a full-time event planner is closing, and I am being asked to release the fear of not knowing what my next steps are. Loads of surrendering. Surrender for Chandra as well. Closing the door on old belief system, releasing other people's truths that don't reflect my own. Beautiful. Low vibration thinking and action. Yes, I resonate with that. Definitely. Closing the door on old belief systems. Like we were saying earlier in the tarot, in the weekly tarot, isn't it? We are carrying so much that it's not even ours. You know, so many beliefs are not even ours. Christina, mine has been crystal clear, closing the door and literally putting a shield around attracting men that need to be helped or fixed. Yes, Christina. Choosing yourself and letting go of all that. I love it. I love it. Yes. Okay. Second journal prompt. What am I most grateful for in the cycle of endings and beginnings? Oh, sorry. Tracy says, closing the door, closing on my old ways, and trusting all will unfold as it should. Loads of surrender. Closing the door on the fear of being left alone. That's a big one, Tina. Yes, yes, yes. Loads of support for you for that. Door closing on unhealthy foods and releasing stress. Love that, Joanna. Okay. What am I most grateful for? In this cycle of endings and beginnings. What am I most, and I'm sorry, the typos are gonna happen. I can't see where I'm typing over there. So what am I most grateful for in this cycle of endings and beginnings? So, Christina, I'm most grateful for the illumination and clarity I've finally gotten this time around. Christina, that literally resonates so much. Nelly, I'm grateful for all the releasing as this is leading me to my highest self showing up each day. I'm grateful for all the lessons I have learned and all the adventures yet to come. I love that. Beautiful. Chandra says clarity, wisdom, discernment. It's a great one. Strength and peace. Discernment is everything. I agree. Jennifer, grateful for finding my own inner voice despite the noise of the outer world. Oh, so good. Monica, I'm so grateful for my mom. She just turned 88. Oh, and went through a long battle with cancer. She is super healthy and alive. Anything is possible. Monica, oh my God, so much love to you. So much love to your mom. That's amazing. I'm very, very happy. Very happy for both of you. Patricia, awareness, clarity, self-reflection, and acceptance. Misty, I'm grateful for how all the pieces have fallen into place. Not my original vision, but gratefully I could see that it's how it's supposed to start and the learning I will receive. Yes. The feel of empowerment, Margaret says. Yes. Higher self-love, Liz. Yeah. Tracy, I'm grateful for the new mindset and for the people that have entered my life that are like-minded. Yes. Oh, I love that. I love that. I'm pretty much like mine are very similar as well. Like I feel like the new awareness that I have, the old me that decided to take action, all the people that have supported me in this journey, also everything that I'm stepping into as well. So, yeah, very similar to all the things that you've said. Yes. Joanna, taking time to bask in reflection and going with the flow, full of adventure and love. Yes. Grateful for all the lessons and difficult times that finally led me to my most authentic self. Yes, Alina. Shaila, hello, Monica. Sending you all good. Sending you prayers and love and light. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, Brecken, finding the right teachers who share effective tools for navigating this stage of the journey. That's amazing. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so now let's talk a little bit more about the equinox, okay? So we're going to be talking about a little bit more about the balance. So what would balance feel like in how I spend my time, energy, and attention each day? Think about this new beginning, this new version of yourself that you're bringing in, okay? What does balance look like for this version? So what would balance feel like in how I spend my time, energy, and attention each day? What does balance feel like? What would balance feel like in how I spend my time, energy, and attention each day? That's beautiful. So much love, Monica, for you. Amazing. What would balance feel like in how I spend my time, energy, and attention each day? What would balance feel like? Remember that this is the new version of you that is answering this question. Yeah? So, in this new version of you that has let go of everything that you needed to let go of, everything that wasn't serving you, for this next version of you, what does balance look like in the way that you spend your time, your energy, and your attention each day? Feel organized. Okay, what does that mean to you? What does it mean to be organized? I'm able to say no if it does not feel right, and no more people pleasing. Yes, Chandra, self-care and self-preservation before work and others. Chandra, yes. Beautiful. Oh, I forgot to put the question on the other platform. Hang on, let me just copy it. Joanna says, going to sleep earlier to enjoy the mornings more. Amazing. Nelly, balance will feel like setting boundaries with others and around the work I do, so I can take time each day to do something that brings me joy. Amazing. Amazing. I worked with ChatGPT this last week to help me create a routine and micro priority to prepare for my one video post a week, also giving it brain dump ideas. Yeah. To bring in my personal development and creative script outlines. Beautiful. Yes. That's support, you know. That's support. You know, I know that there's a lot of, talks about AI and how it can be dangerous and everything. Remember that AI is a tool. Yeah. AI is a tool. What determines what AI is going to do is how you use it. Remember that. AI is just it's just something that helps you extend yourself. It's an extension of you, right? It's an extension of you. So everything that you do, like the intention in which you do everything, is going to make a difference. It's neither good or bad. It just is. Yeah? Nothing is good or bad. It just is. So the intention in which the intention that you have behind the way that you use it is what determines how it's going to be. Yeah? Meal planning. Yeah, set daily goals. Okay, beautiful, Margaret. Yeah, got you. Got you. Balance for me is focusing also on myself and my routines, journaling, meditation, and attending these sessions with you all. Beautiful. Along with working at hospital and giving time to my patients. Amazing. Tracy, I would feel like I was moving forward towards a more authentic life filled with unconditional love and great self-respect. Yes. Christina, living with intention and surrounding myself with like-minded people. Yes. Letting go of those that are not aligned and honoring myself. Yes, Christina. Hello, second. Chloe, I'm learning to allocate time for myself, finally separate from my children, even in small things. Sometimes difficult being a single mom, yes. Balance of being mom and being Chloe. Yes, Chloe, absolutely. Renee, taking time daily to honor my most important values. Yes. Bev, connecting with gratitude throughout the day, self-compassion, recognizing that I am a luxury item. We love the luxury item. We absolutely are the luxury item. Yes, I love that. Misty, it's been a game changer with the right prompts. Yes, exactly. We have to train it. What is today's topic? We are doing a new moon ceremony, new moon eclipse ceremony. So we're closing the eclipse portal circle. We're utilizing the energies of the Virgo new moon that was yesterday and today's autumn equinox, which is in exactly 15 minutes. So we're putting these all together. Okay. Next question. I love this. Next question is, who am I now? Who am I now at the threshold of this new reality? Who am I now at the threshold of this new reality? Who are you now? Who are you now? Who are you now at the threshold of this new reality? can't wait to see your answers with this. Who am I now? Chandra, the embodiment of the divine feminine within and without. Amazing. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. The embodiment of the divine feminine. I love it. Chandra, what's your astrology again? What's your sun, moon, rising? If you're okay to share that. Yes, Christina feels the same. Hello, Jack. Hi. Nelly, I am unconditional love and an empowered soul who prioritizes my own joy. Beautiful. Hello, Lorette. Welcome, welcome. A person who is proud of myself. Margaret, I love that. I love that so much. Misty, I'm showing up authentically and publicly to have my story and experience help to heal others. I felt that as my sole purpose, and I'm finally taking the steps to align. It feels magical. It really, because it is. It's because it is, Misty. Yes, Sun and Virgo rising, Sagittarius moon. Sun in Virgo, rising Sagittarius, moon in Gemini, and Venus in Scorpio. Oh, how beautiful, Chandra. I can see that. Yes. Yes. That Venus in Scorpio with that embodiment of the divine feminine. I see you. I see you, Chandra. I see you there. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Ailey says, I am light, daughter of the king. I bring magic and healing. I am love, and my love never runs out. I am peace and abundance. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, Jennifer, a beautiful, magical, and majestic child of the universe, devoted to love, light, peace, and unity. You see? I mean, come on. We're like, how can it be? When I see the glow, sorry, this takes a while to get my thoughts together, but drama, you know. But when I see us here in the Glow Nation, I'm like, how is it possible that the world is not reflecting this? Like, look how much love, how much positivity, how much like so openness, compassion. Look at this. This is like, how is it possible that the world outside is not like this? You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Meaning that I'm authentic, loving, beautiful energy and light. Yes. Tracy, I'm more empowered and enlightened, being radiating unconditional love for myself and others. Yes, Monica, it's exactly, yeah, all of the empowering comments. I love that. Paula, I am happy and in my most healthiest self. I am positive and attract positivity in my life daily. Alina, I'm the most authentic version of me who knows her worth and will show up for herself at any given point in life. I am my own home. Beautiful. Oh, Margaret. Well, is the world ready for that? I'm not sure. Let's heal and then also let's listen to Taylor Swift. That's the kind of leader. No, joking. We can make the change. Yes, we can make the change. Actually, we are we are absolutely making the change already. Right here, right now, Monica. Yes. Yeah. Yes. It's a rising tide, Gloria. Yes, it is. It is. I absolutely agree with you. And you know what? This is another thing that really is, I feel, like so in line with what we're talking about tonight as well. I feel that specifically with this eclipse, specifically with the energy of this moon and like how much it has alignment with purpose and how much it is related to stepping into a new reality, I really think that where we're going, what is becoming really, really evident to me, and is one of the things that I really woke up to, especially in this like eclipse season, it's not necessarily the division. Like, I don't necessarily see the division in what the governments and you know, the media and everything they're trying to create. I no longer think that that's the division. I think that the division is between the people who still buy into that and the people who have stopped buying into that. And I think that that creates the two different realities that we're living. You know, I'm really feeling that that's the most like division. But again, I don't feel that it's as bad as a division as the one that's created by the government and the media, because all it takes for people to not subscribe to that is just their own awakening, you know. And so it's not that the people who are on the side that no longer buys into governments are doing anything bad to the other people. You know, it's not fueled by hate. You know, it's not fueled by hate. There's no hate. You know, we don't have necessarily hate towards the people that are still subscribing. There's actually a lot of compassion towards them. And what I feel like what this half wants is just for everybody to actually wake up, you know, and see for what it is. But yeah, so I feel that that's the division. I feel that that's the division. But I think that a lot of people are still just seeing the division in that, just the one side, you know? So yeah. Anyways, reflections as they come about. Here we go. About my mom. Whose Gloria are you talking about, Melinda? Bifurcated reality. That's such a great way to say it, Jack. Yes. Missy, I said it a couple of days ago. Something big is coming, and I'm so happy with the choice of lifestyle I've chosen to step into. Yes, yes. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Oh, the text is Gloria. Okay, okay. Thank you. No worries. It's okay. I think it was Monica, though. Wasn't it Monica? Anyways, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, last question. And we're going to utilize this question in the visualization. I didn't realize the time. Look at me. I'm chatting and then, okay. Last question is, what frequencies do I want to attune to in this next chapter? What frequencies do I want to attune to in this next chapter? That's okay, Melinda. That's fine. All good. Got there in the end. We got there in the end. Okay. What frequencies do I want to attune to? I love that, Jack. In this next chapter. Do you know what I mean by that? Yeah? Is it, what frequency is it? Jack is always the life of the party in this moon ceremonies, isn't he? Love it, Jack. Please clarify. Yes. So do you want to attune to, so for example, like exactly like Paula was saying, positivity, love, and light. Those are all frequencies, yeah? Every emotion, every experience has a frequency, has a certain vibration. So what kind of experience do you want to attune to? So for example, like for me would be like, I want to attune myself to the frequency of a high sense of self-worth, you know? Or like, exactly, like Margaret was saying, like serenity, peace, compassion, healing. Like, what are the frequencies that you want to attune to in this next chapter? Love it. Compassion, kindness, giving, beautiful. Okay. Expansion, but with flow and ease. Yes. Love, peace, joy, and oneness. Yes. Yeah. Giving and giving and giving. Oh, I have so much to give. Yes, Monica. I love that. That's so beautiful. I love that so much. Okay. Caroline, vibrant health, abundant wealth, sacred friendship, pure love, divine communion, flowing creativity, joy. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, so now as we step into the visualization, into the meditation that I've got for you today, I want you to keep in mind at least 3 of these. Okay, at least 3, but you can do them both. Yeah, you can do them all. Sorry. You can do them all, but at least 3 of those ones that you've written, okay? Why is this not working now? Wait a second. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I am blind. I cannot see. Okay. Here we go. Okay, cool. I had to make script bigger because I've written the meditation tonight because I wanted to make sure that I did it in the right way. Okay, cool, beautiful. Now if I put this a little bit closer to me, can you still hear me? Do we still have audio? Do we still have sound? Yes. Okay, beautiful. Okay, right. So to bring it all together, are you ready for tonight's meditation? Are we all ready? Yes, ready. Okay. So my beautiful souls, make yourself comfortable. Make yourself comfortable and let's get started. This is going to be a meditation of renewal and frequency attunement. Okay, so we're going to be doing a lot of that through this. Renewal and frequency attunement. So, sit down, relax. Have your feet flat on the ground. Your arms outstretched. Your palms facing upwards. Have your hands and hands resting on your lap. You can be in the lotus position as well if you want to. And if you feel safe to do so, close your eyes. Otherwise, just gaze on the floor in front of you. Just coming to your center. And go ahead and take a deep inhale. And exhale it all out. And again, inhale. And release. Let's do it one more time. Inhale. And let it go. Coming to your center. And now focus on the place behind your eyes and between your ears. The place at the center of your mind. And then once you're there, you can take your favorite color paint. Paint the walls of this room in your mind, at the center of your mind. And then take a marker and put your signature everywhere, on all of the walls, ceilings, and floor. This is your space. And nobody can come disturb you here. If there's anybody in there, just ask them to leave. But you should be on your own. And then from here, drop into your heart space. And we're doing this whole experience through the heart portal, so that we make sure that it's aligned with our highest purpose for our highest and best good. Now, Imagine a grounding cord flowing down from the base of your spine, all the way down through the floor, all the way down through the soil, through the rock, until it reaches the glowing crystal at the center of the earth. We're just starting, Jackie. You can join in the meditation. Anchor the grounding cord to the crystal and feel the strength of the earth. Feel her stability. Feel the earth holding you safe. From the earth, begin to draw her energy upwards. Let it flow through your feet. It is a rich light. Maybe it's gold, maybe it's white light, whichever way you perceive it. Just feel it rising into your feet, into your legs, into your whole lower body, into your hips. And feel yourself being cleansed, cleared, and replenished. And any energy that was stagnant, that doesn't serve you, is being flushed down that grounding cord and being sent back into the center of the earth. Now focus to the place above your head and pull down source energy this time. Sense it as a stream of white light that is pouring in from the center of the universe through your crown chakra. And just let it flow down your spine, into your chest, all the way down your arms, your hands, and every cell of your upper body. Let it flush down the grounding cord any energy that was stagnant in your upper body. Let it be released through the grounding cord and sent back into the center of the earth. You can take a deep inhale here and exhale. Let earth energy rise and source energy descend until they meet at your heart. Feel yourself as the bridge, rooted below through the earth energy and open above through source energy. Perfectly balanced and perfectly present. Now, find yourself in a sacred place. This is inside your heart. We're about to step through the Eclipse portal. But before we do so, we spend a moment in this sacred place before. See on your left side, see or sense. If you don't feel like it's easy to visualize, you can simply sense it. On your left side, a pillar of shadow. It's cold, deep, carrying endings rest, and the wisdom of release. On your right side is a pillar of light, warm, radiant, holding beginnings, clarity, and growth. Today, actually right now, is the autumn equinox. It's the balance point where day and night stand equal. So feel yourself standing between them. One foot in shadow and one in light. Draw shadow into your left side, light into your right, and let them meet at your center, at your heart, and let them blend into harmony. You're perfectly balanced. Take a deep breath here and know that both your shadow and your light are sacred. There's space for both. They both belong. They both make you whole. Take a deep breath. Now I want you to see or sense, just in front of you, the eclipse portal. Just see it or sense it as it begins to glow. Whichever shape you see it, it could look like a door. Maybe it's a triangle or a pyramid, whichever way. It's a doorway of shimmering possibility. Sense how behind you is the long corridor of this eclipse season. It's filled with the patterns, the habits, and the versions of yourself that no longer serve you, that no longer belong. Look at them and send gratitude towards them. Send them love. They are the ones that carried you here. They are the ones that decided to change. But it is true, their time now is complete. Feel the winds of change behind you. See how they're sweeping these old selves, those old patterns. They're sweeping them further and further away until they dissolve into nothingness. And the portal behind you, the door behind you, closes. And that cycle is now sealed. It is done. You're done with that part. Now turn forward and step through the portal. With each step, sense in your body how you're shedding a layer of the past. With each step, you feel lighter, freer, and clearer. As you cross fully into the new space, say to yourself or out loud, I am renewed. I have stepped into my new reality. I am renewed. I have stepped into my new reality. As you look or sense around in this space, see how there is a control panel just in front of you. And it's full of different dials. They measure frequency. See how all of these dials correspond to all the frequencies you wanted to attune yourself to. So focus on each one of them one at a time. Maybe you're focusing on peace, on worthiness, creativity, empowerment. To choose the first one. Focus on the first one. And ask to be shown, what is the frequency of this? What is the number of the current frequency? So say you have peace. Ask the gauge to show you what is the frequency of peace. It's the frequency that is within you right now. What is the frequency of peace right now for you? Or peace, or whichever you're focusing on right now. Whatever number you're sensing or seeing, take a moment to honor it. Because this is where you are today, and that's okay. What we're doing now, we're attuning you to the highest vibration. So go ahead and begin to raise the dial and watch as the numbers rise, lifting your vibration higher and higher, closer and closer to the ideal frequency of what you want to embody. And as the number rises, feel your whole body attuning to that frequency. Sense your cells humming at this frequency. Notice how the more the number goes up, notice how it feels in your body. Notice how your breath, your posture, your energy are all shifting to match that frequency now. Feel the physical change inside of you. Once you've reached that frequency, the ideal frequency, just lock it in. You can lock the dial, padlock it, so that it stays at that frequency. And then move to the next one. What is the next attunement you want to set? Is it empowerment? Is it self-worth? Is it abundance? Is it wealth? Health? See the dial in front of you and ask it to show you what is it tuned into right now. Again, honor it. and then raise the dial to match the ideal frequency. And again, as the number rises, feel your own vibration completely shifting. It's rising up, up, up as the numbers go up. Feel your whole body attuning. Sense the cells humming that frequency. Notice how your whole being is shifting to match it. Once you've reached the ideal frequency, padlock it in. Lock it, padlock it, secure it. Set the intention that it stays there. And then zoom out and see all of the dials on this control panel. And push them all the things that you wanted to attune yourself to. So there's abundance, there's wealth, there's health, there's creativity, purpose, peace, joy, giving, gratitude. All of the dials are on this control panel. Notice the frequencies that they're at right now, the frequency that you're currently holding, and then push them all up. Raise the vibration to match the ideal vibration. And see how they all start to rise. All the numbers are going up, 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 up. And now you feel like you're almost flying. The vibration is so high, you're sensing electricity coming out of your body. Feel it in your cells. Feel it in your energy. And once they're all at the highest frequency, lock them all in. Lock them all in. This is how this next version of you is vibrating. See them, how they all swell together inside of you. All of the frequencies weaving into one vibration, which is the true essence of your renewed self. Take a deep breath here. Just lock them all in. Above you, there's a waterfall of golden white light. It begins to pour down. It flows through your crown, down your spine. It fills your whole body, flowing into the grounding cord, and it radiates out through your aura. This light seals your new frequency into every cell, every thought, every breath. See it forming a shield all around you, locking in your renewal so it cannot be undone. You're anchored. You're protected. You're literally glowing with the frequency of your new reality. Say it with me. I am sealed in light. I'm aligned with the frequency of my highest path. Nothing and no one can take me from this truth. I'm attuned. I'm whole. I'm new. One more time. I'm sealed in light. I'm aligned with the frequency of my highest path. Nothing and no one can take me from this truth. I am attuned. I am whole. I'm new. Now take a deep, steady inhale. All the way up, 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 up. And let it all out. Release it all. And know that this shift is permanent. It's embodied. And it's complete. Once you're ready, start coming back. Start moving your fingers, wiggling your toes. Just slowly come back into the room. Before you come back, you're going to write under this Virgo new moon, I want to manifest. Take your journal, write down under this Virgo new moon, I want to manifest. And whilst it's still really, you're still in this place of really, really high vibration, write down what you want to manifest. And then let me know how you're feeling. I'm going to shuffle us a tarot in the meantime to see what is the message that closes this eclipse season. How are you guys doing? Oh, Monica, that's great. I'm happy you enjoyed it. Great. Are you feeling attuned to the vibrations? Ready to be renewed. Amazing, Margaret. Oh, thank you so much, Jack. That's so generous. Thank you so much. All right, how are we all feeling? Oh, it's great, Jules. I'm so happy. Felt very powerful. My voice didn't feel like mine when I repeated the affirmation. It was so clear and confident. Yes, amazing. Sadie, I'm so happy. Amazing. Very aligned. Beautiful. Okay, that's what we want. That's what we want. We want you to feel that everything was powerful, beautiful. Guys, everything is literally a matter of frequency and a matter of vibration. Yeah? Everything is frequency and vibration, because we live in a universe of energy. Everything is made up of energy. So everything is about frequencies and vibrations. So whenever we want to create something in our life, we need to attune to that vibration that we're trying to reach. But it's a difficult concept, I feel, to grasp. You know, how do I embody that vibration? And so we can do a lot just through meditation this way. Because even if we can't understand it yet at a cognitive, conscious level, then we can experience it in the body, which is actually the thing that makes it more powerful, yeah? Ava, thank you so much. Oh, Nelly, I'm so happy. Mary, Chandra, oh, thank you so much, you guys. Thanks. I'm so happy you enjoyed it. Okay, I have 2 cards. What is the message that we need to receive at the closing of this eclipse season for this new beginning? How many cards? No, it's actually just one card. Okay. Yep. Yes. We have a 5 of Cups, which is literally stop looking at the past. We're done. We're done with the past. Yeah. Stop looking here. Actually came out reverse. Sorry. It came out reverse. So we are moving away from looking at the past, and the reverse is making us turn around and face the new version, face the new chapter. Okay? We're done. We're done with the past. All right, my beautiful souls. Thank you so much. Paula, I'm so happy. Amazing. Amazing. Yes, it is the perfect card. I agree. I agree, Sadie. Lovely. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was useful. I'm so happy that we always get to spend this time together. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It means so much. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being part of this beautiful community. I am going to see you again. I put away the wrong journal. Sorry. I'm going to see you again on tomorrow, actually. I'm going to see you again tomorrow. 5 p.m. UK time. Yes, we are, Laurette. Yes, 5 p.m. UK time. We are doing the Libra season workshop. So we are literally going into this new chapter. We're going to be talking about Libra season, all of the astrological insights, how to harness this energy, what do we need to know about this next month and everything. So we're going to do that. And then on Wednesday morning, 11:30 a.m., we've got Soul Alchemy sessions. And on Friday, 11:30 a.m., we have tarot and oracle readings. So if you want to come along, absolutely be my guest. It is I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much, my beautiful souls. I love you, Glow Nation. Thank you for being the most beautiful community ever. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I'll see you again tomorrow. Mwah. See you soon. Bye, everyone. Thank you for coming. Thank you. And thank you for your donations. Thank you so much. You're so generous. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mwah. Happy Equinox, everybody. It is officially autumn. It is officially the season of the witch as of like 28 minutes ago. No, sorry. 38 minutes ago. 39 minutes ago. Officially the season of the witch. Happy, happy, happy Equinox and happy Libra season. Mwah. Love you all so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Bye, 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 bye.